What if I told you that you're more radioactive than a banana? Sharks are older than trees, and Australia once lost a war to birds. Stick around, because these 10 facts are about to completely change how you see the world. Let's start at the very beginning. Literally, our observable universe clocks in at about 13.8 billion years old, and it's been expanding ever since the Big Bang. That's right, space itself is stretching, carrying galaxies away from each other at mind-boggling speeds. We're all passengers on a cosmic road trip that's been going on for longer than we can truly comprehend. Speaking of space, you know how we think of it as a vast, empty void? Well, not quite. The space between galaxies actually contains about 1 atom per cubic meter. Sure, that sounds empty compared to Earth's atmosphere, but it means the universe is never truly void. There's always something out there, even in the darkest corners of space. Now let's get weird with physics. Under specific temperature and pressure conditions, water can simultaneously boil and freeze. It's called the triple point, and at this magical moment, water exists as ice, liquid, and vapor all at once. Mother Nature playing 3 roles at the same time. Quick question, where does most of Earth's oxygen come from? If you said forests, you're only half right. About half of our planet's oxygen actually comes from ocean organisms like plankton and seaweed. These tiny marine heroes are literally keeping us breathing, and most people have no idea. Here's one that'll blow your mind. Sharks are older than trees. These apex predators have been cruising through the oceans for roughly 400 million years. That's about 50 million years before the first trees even existed. Sharks were already perfecting their design while plants were still figuring out how to grow tall. Believe it or not, you used to have way more bones than you do now. Babies are born with around 300 bones, but as we grow up, many of them fuse together. By adulthood, most of us end up with 206 bones. You literally started life with about 100 extra bones and lost them along the way. Time for the banana comparison you didn't know you needed. Bananas are slightly radioactive because of the potassium-40 they contain. But here's the kicker. You are actually hundreds of times more radioactive than a banana. Thanks to the natural isotopes in your body, you're basically a low-level radiation source. Congratulations! Ever heard of a building that changes height with the seasons? The Eiffel Tower can grow by several inches in the summer because its metal expands when heated. So next time you visit Paris in July, you're technically seeing a taller version of this iconic landmark. In 1835, a New York newspaper published what became known as the Great Moon Hoax. They claimed that powerful telescopes had discovered bizarre animals and even bat-winged people living on the moon. The story was completely fabricated, but it fooled thousands of readers and became one of history's most successful hoaxes. Fake news isn't a new invention, folks. And finally, the most ridiculous military campaign in history. In 1932, Australian authorities deployed soldiers armed with machine guns to cull an overabundant emu population. The result? The emus largely outsmarted and evaded them, making it one of the few wars where the animals won. It's now jokingly called the Great Emu War. And yes, the emus are still undefeated. So there you have it. 10 facts that prove reality is stranger, weirder, and more fascinating than we usually give it credit for. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing content.